So, hi everyone, and welcome to my channel Creative Space. Today we have with us Mr. Arvind Prabhuji, the Honorable President for IPA, which is All India Pickleball Association. Firstly, thank you, Arvindji. I know how much busy you are for doing this for my channel, and welcome.
Thank you so much, Neha. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. अरविंद जी, a brief introduction about yourself, अगर हमारे viewers को आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगे.
I'm Arvind Prabhu. I'm president of All India Pickleball Association. All India Pickleball Association is the premier pickleball association which was formed in 2007, and I have been the president since 2019. I'm also the president of the International Pickleball Federation, which is the international governing body for pickleball. I have a sports background. I have a sports complex in Vilepale East, known as Prabodhankar Thakre Krida Sankul, where we have more than 23 sports. Basically, I am from a sports background.
Okay. Okay. And what drew you to specifically pickleball? ये गेम के लिए आपने प्रेसिडेंटशिप क्यों चुना आपने? What is it?
मैंने प्रेसिडेंटशिप चुना नहीं, मैं इलेक्ट हो गया प्रेसिडेंट बिकॉज ऑफ द वर्क दैट आई डिड एट द ग्रासरूट लेवल. बट पिकलबॉल ये जब मुझे इंट्रोड्यूस किया सुनील वालावलकर जी ने, जो 2017 में मेरे पास आए थे गेम को लेके इंट्रोडक्शन करके, तो आई रियलाइज दैट दिस गेम इज very new age game. It's a very trendy game. It's very easy to play. Anyone who has played any racket sport can easily get into this sport because it's a combination of tennis, table tennis, and badminton. And therefore, I realized, having played myself, that this is a very easy game. It's not very physically demanding, but I call it's like chess on a badminton court. So it's very cerebral game, and it's a wonderful game to start getting into if you've not played any racket sport, and it's a good for recreation as well as good for competition.
Okay. Pickleball has seen a rapid growth in the last few years now. बहुत अचानक से बूम हुआ है. सो आपको क्या लगता है, विच आर दोस की फैक्टर्स जिसके वजह से ये सर्ज हुआ है पॉपुलैरिटी में? व्हाट डू यू हैव टू से?
पहले तो वर्ल्ड ओवर इसका सर्ज हुआ है. तो पोस्ट कोविड एवरीवन फाउंड आउट दैट health and recreation is the primary goal. I mean, during COVID, everyone realized that health, immunity, fitness really matters. So, COVID period से ये grow हो गया. दूसरी चीज है कि COVID period में, क्योंकि we were not in contact with a lot of people, this requires very little space. सो आपके घर के बैकयार्ड में या सोसाइटी के बैडमिंटन कोर्ट पे कहीं पे भी ये खेल सकते हैं. तो रैपिड ग्रोथ इसलिए हो गई कि एक तो हेल्थ एंड रिक्रिएशन बेनिफिट्स है इसमें. बॉल इसका बहुत ही लाइट वेट बॉल है. हवा में जैसे बैडमिंटन शटल कॉक होता है, इट डज नॉट इट मेंटेन्स इट्स फ्लाइट इन विंडी कंडीशंस आल्सो. Basically, during COVID, this game really, exploded. And then जैसे US में explode हो गया, India में भी people were looking at some recreation. एंड आईपा का जो काम है 2007 साल से, जो हम इतना ग्रासरूट डेवलपमेंट कर रहे हैं, हम लोग डेमोज कर रहे हैं, 15 साल से हम लोग लगे हुए गेम पॉपुलराइज करने को. तो सडनली पोस्ट कोविड वी हैड दैट एक्सपोनेंशियल ग्रोथ इन इट because people realize that this is a new age sport. It's very easy, and why not try it for fitness reasons and recreation.
ओके. आर देयर एनी स्ट्रैटेजीज या फिर मोर स्टेप्स जो अभी प्लेस हो रहे हैं जिसके वजह से ये गेम और इम्प्रूव हो सकता है, या इन टर्म्स ऑफ ग्राउंड्स, इन टर्म्स ऑफ अदर टेक्निकल एस्पेक्ट्स, ऐसे कुछ है इन प्लेस?
यस, सो अभी हम स्कूल्स एंड कॉलेजेस में जा रहे हैं. अभी हमने रिसेंटली मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ यूथ एंड स्पोर्ट्स में हमने अप्लाई किया कि दिस गेम शुड बी टेकन इनटू द स्कूल गेम्स और फिट इंडिया मूवमेंट या खेलो गेम्स जो रहते हैं इंडिया में, तो हमने उनको अप्लाई किया है. ऑल्सो वी आर अप्रोचिंग अ लॉट ऑफ स्कूल्स एंड कॉलेजेस talking about the benefits of the game and how this game is really good for all all students across all age groups. One of the other things is that women have started playing this game, and they seem to like this game because it's very easy. It's not gender specific in the sense that a woman can also beat a man in this game. So it is a very skillful game. Strength is required, but not इतनी जैसे दूसरे फिजिकल गेम्स रहते हैं, टेनिस बोलो या बाकी के जो फुटबॉल बोलो, वहां पे फिजिकल स्ट्रेंथ इज attributed to whether you can win or not, whereas in this game it's more of a skill. So we have started talking to a lot of women groups, we started talking to colleges, lot of courts are taking shape, and it's become like a new business model जैसे टर्फ होता था कई साल पहले. So people have also started now building pickleball courts. So it's making economic sense also.
Okay. Okay. So my next question on this would be, is there any initiative towards, going to the grassroots level of rural India, people who are little underprivileged? ऐसे कोई initiative उनके लिए है क्या, which can be more affordable to them, and how are you planning to implement that?
So already for the last 4 or 5 years, we are doing talent spotting in rural areas. And I'm very happy to say that we identified about 15, 20 players from Jalgaon, which is a rural area, Jharkhand, Bihar, एंड उनको सबको हमने पुणे, औरंगाबाद, उनको सबको हमने मुंबई हमारे पीटीकेएस में बुलाया. यहाँ पे हम उनको ट्रेनिंग देते हैं. वी टेक केयर ऑफ देयर न्यूट्रिशन, वी टेक केयर ऑफ देयर साइकोलॉजी, वी डू कोचिंग, we help them play, and we kind of coach them to become champions. And I'm happy to say that from rural India is where the real talent is. And for the last 4 years, players from rural India, we have been sending them abroad in Asia to play, and they are winning medals for us. So the grassroots development and rural India talent identification is already happening. In fact, right now, even if you come to PTKS, we have more than 20 or 25 players from all across the country who have come here, who are staying with us, and who are getting coaching and exposure.
Okay. So my follow-up question on this would be, so are there any initiatives having an area in the rural area, I mean, in the rural regions? Do you have courts available, or are there any initiatives towards developing courts over there? Is there a possibility in the near future?
Yes, yes. So as part of our expansion plans, IPA itself helps facilitate building courts. So we have built courts in Jharkhand, in Dhanbad. We have built courts in Jalgaon. We have building courts in Jammu Kashmir. We have tied up with Halo More, where they have promised us to fund us to build about 100 courts in India. So already the initiative there. Already 20, 25 courts have already been built by us directly, funding the rural, people over there who are taking care of it. It's already happening.
Okay, okay, that's so great to know. Because this is actually a very inclusive game. I mean, it's quite motivating for anybody to, that it doesn't have any age barrier as such. So it's quite motivating. For this question, I would like to ask you: is there any plan or is there any initiative for Paralympic people, people with special needs? So, has the team thought from that angle also, that they can also be an including part for this game?
Absolutely. Paralympic, I mean, when we are planning to get into the Olympics, Paralympic and Para games are very important. We already have a rule book set for the para players. Already one or two initiatives have started in Mumbai where we have had coaching for para. paraplegics and even tetraplegics to play this game. Uh, and basically the rule book is already there. It's just the question of promoting it. Them. We are getting a lot of interest from para players, those who are playing already basketball and badminton, to come and start playing pickleball. So that initiative has already started. In fact, last year we had one small para games under Dr. Ayer of Khar Gymkhana, where there were about 16 participants. So that is also happening, yeah, in a big way.
That's amazing. That's amazing to know. Arvind ji, any challenges that you think are still there, while developing this game and you plan to overcome? Is there anything?
So one of the challenges is that firstly the game needs to be recognized as an Olympic sport. So that is going to happen internationally. But in India also we need recognition as a sport which has been recognized by the government of India. If that happens, then getting into school games will become that much more easier. So that is one of our challenges. The other challenge, as always in any sport, is that we require a lot of funding and a lot of support from corporates and a lot of support from manufacturers of equipment. We have reached out to them. A couple of them have already started giving us equipment grants, and I think very soon you will see that we get a good corporate support also. So those were the challenges which we were facing. I think this year onwards, most of those challenges will be overcome.
Okay, okay. I think we are at the end of the segment, Arvind ji. Anything else that you would like to talk on pickleball and create awareness for people through this forum?
Yes, one of our initiatives that we have taken this year is that we have a lab which does equipment testing. One of the things that we found out was anyone and everyone would just import some equipment, paddles and balls from China and sell at a ridiculous price. Now, what All India Pickleball Association has done is we are telling these manufacturers that you need to take IPA certification so that you need to test this equipment. Once the equipment is standardized, then the game also grows. So this is one of the initiatives that we have taken, and I urge all manufacturers to do their equipment testing. We have a separate independent lab which is handled by one Dr. Peshne, who's a PhD in metallurgy and who's a PhD in the Mumbai University, who's handling this. So the credentials are there, and it's a world-class testing lab that we've set up in Badlapur. And I think that is only going to go way forward in bringing standardization to the game.
That's amazing to know. Thank you, Arvindji, for your time and then for the lovely content. I hope this only motivates and it reaches out to as many people as possible. So thank you once again for coming on my channel, Arvindji.
Yeah, thank you, Neha. Thank you so much for having me.